finally get a moment of satisfaction and victory. And as soon as that moment is over with, you're going to turn on Cody like y'all did John Cena.
Get ready! We are yours, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive.
All right. Big win for Lee Johnson and Cody together here on Dynamite.
Wow.
Hey. I know this audience.
See, this is what I'm saying. We're going to explore this because I have a feeling that Cody winning that title at WrestleMania is going to cause a opposite reaction. Everybody will get their so-called babyface fix-in. Oh yeah, it's gonna feel good. You finally get that girl, the girl that you've been trying to get for 5 years. You finally get in there and you good, you done shot your and everything. And now she's getting serious. She wants you for the rest of her life. And maybe you will. But if it was the sex that you was looking for and not a relationship, and you finally get the sex ain't gonna hold that relationship. And if you're looking for Cody Rhodes just for the babyface fix where you finally get a moment of satisfaction and victory, and as soon as that moment is over with, you're going to turn on Cody like y'all did John Cena. Cody ain't helped, because the moment John Cena went from Thugonomics to Hustle and Flow, that was the biggest mistake of his life. He was cutting on everybody. He wasn't a face. He wasn't a heel. He leaned more to heel, but he wasn't a face. But here come that hustle, loyalty, and respect, and never give up. The baby face. He stopped rapping. He stopped wearing the chain. People started booing him. Cena suck. The same thing is going to happen to Cody, just like it happened in AEW. You're going to get your fix, and then you're going to turn on Cody, just like they did right here. Let me keep playing.
It's waited a long time for this show. We don't need to wait.
And Cody going to continue to want to be a babyface, and that's the reason why people turned on him. Just like everybody wanted John Cena to become a heel, and John Cena was ready to go heel, but the company did not want him to go heel. John Cena said with Chris Van Vliet, I was going to be the opposite of what I preached at the beginning. All this hustle, loyalty, and respect, and never give up. I was going to be the opposite of that. Total opposite. And I'm telling you right now, if Cody want longevity in the game and to have a long, lengthy reign as Universal Champion, Undisputed Champion, he need to have a switch up sooner or later. The moment these people start turning sour on you, Cody, you need to turn sour on them back. You need to do like Rock when they said, die Rocky, die. The Rock said, oh, you got the nerves to say, die Rocky, die?
I got 3 words. Die, Rocky, die. That's the gratitude I get from you pieces of crap for all my blood, my sweat, and my tears. I became the youngest Intercontinental Champion in WWF history. And what did it get me? In arenas across the country, I heard chants of Rocky sucks. Well, Rocky Maivia is a lot of things, but sucks isn't one of them.
Oh, you gonna go there? That's what Cody need to do. He need to take the advice of his mentor in AEW, Arn Anderson.
Why don't we get him out here right now? Why doesn't Malachi Black come out here right now?
Look at Arn's face.
Cody, stop talking. Stop talking. July the 7th, Malachi Black came into our life. He has systematically destroyed every one of us. He used me to get to you, but it's your fight. The first time he totally destroyed you, you start taking your boot off. What's that all about? We didn't talk about that.
If you watch AEW, come in there, wrecking shop, totally destroyed Cody, had his faction with him, and Cody was ready to give up the boots. But he was ready to give up the boost anyway because Tony Khan was about to take some power from him that he didn't want to lose. And the people wanted him to go heel, and he didn't want to go heel.
You come back for number 2. I got this. You finally get him hurt. What do? You roll out of the ring to see about me? To hell with me. It's not about me. You should have finished that fight. Here's some differences, though, Cody, that's going to prevent you from going 1 inch any further. Malachi Black is an assassin. He's a predator. He will do anything in the world to win a match and destroy the man that he's in there with. Ask Lee.
What you should be.
Ask Brock. And just the fact is, I would step in and take the fight, but I'm just too damn old. But I'll tell you what, there's 2 big differences between you and I, Cody. You pull up to a red light, a man jerks your door open, says, out of the car, I'm taking your car. You say, okay, take it. Just
sounds like what he said when The Rock came and said, hey. Even then, he didn't even take Arn Anderson advice. It took him getting emotional over a song to finally get him to say, nah, I'm taking my power back. The power I luckily got. The chips that I luckily won. I'm taking it back.
Don't hurt me. You know what I do? I pull out the Glock, put it on his forehead, and spill his brains all over the concrete. I'm Arn Anderson, and all that implies. And I'll be damned if I want to coach a loser. Come on with me, Lee. At least you listen to me.
Arn Anderson called him a loser. No, why? Because you ain't got the guts. See, the thing about it is Rock will pull the trigger. Roman Reigns will pull the trigger. The Bloodline will pull the trigger on your behind. They vicious. In order to be a heel, you got to be a heel. I'm talking about long term, not this one-time satisfactory thing. That's why I rock with the whole Rock leaning to his heel role, willing to do anything to stop you because you stopped him.
Arn didn't hold nothing back.
Excalibur, JR, I believe that Arn Anderson has bodies in his past, but I don't believe he used a gun to tally those bodies.
Do you want Cody? I know you want Cody to win. I know you want Cody to finish the story. I don't think he should do it at Mania. I think he should do it at Madison Square Garden where the story started. But my whole thing is, once this happened, it shouldn't, because Roman is your best bet until Roman decides to go to Hollywood, which he will. And a lot of them will after Roman. Now Rock and Seven Bucks Production is going to merge with WWE Films. Now they're going to merge with WWE Films just like The Rock took XFL from Vince. The Rock is going to merge WWE Films with 7 Bucks. And The Rock is going to help put some of these wrestlers on. They boo him. They boo Cody Rhodes. They boo Cody Rhodes.
I'm reminded from that last match about a man who once sat on a stage just like that, looked in a ring just like this, and he gave one of the most important addresses in the history of our sport. It inspired thousands
See,
of
people
would-be
gonna get tired of this
wrestlers.
lecturing.
It mobilized literally millions of fans. It was the first hint of a revolution. I am talking about CM Punk and the pipe bomb. Someone told me to save this promo, but I honestly don't know if I'm gonna get the chance, so I'm gonna do it now.
He was
In that
already planning to
interview,
leave.
That was the first whiff of a revolution. He laid out a road map. He listed things that for him, for somebody like me, were taboo at the time. Things like going to New Japan Pro Wrestling, working with Ring of Honor, and ultimately.
See, things like this, these historic history lessons and stuff like that, is going to crowd don't want to hear that crap. Crowd don't want to hear that, Cody. These people getting frustrated and booing. Of course, you're not going to stay there because you wanted more money and they couldn't afford to pay you and Punk at the same time. And it's funny how full circle he got Punk and Cody in the same ring again, but Punk decides to let Cody take the spot because he injured himself like he was injured prone in AEW.
He would talk about teaming with the Young Bucks. As destiny would have it, as fate would have it, he was unable to do those things, but he would join. He would eventually wind up here in what Pro Wrestling Illustrated called the comeback of the year. But if we're being honest with one another, and I see all the CM Punk shirts.
See, folks ain't gonna like that. When CM Punk come back, it's gonna be over for Cody. Because Punk began to take the spotlight from Cody. Cody is good. He's a good wrestler, great amateur wrestler, good wrestler in general, but not great. Vince McMahon was looking for a way to steal a top star away from AEW because AEW took all the ones that they got rid of and began to build and compete with WWE. He was willing to throw any kind of money at Cody because Cody knowed the inside of AEW. And I guarantee you he hired Cody not just to give him his name back, because remember, they didn't want to give him the Rose name. But there's multiple uses for Cody. We'll give you this, we'll give you that, but I need something from you. I need to know about the booking of AEW and the whole 9 yards. Now, nobody's going to address this. Nobody's going to say this. But Vince McMahon wanted to find a way through Cody to get one over AEW by using Cody and his knowledge in AEW and his knowledge of Tony Khan. He wanted to use him for that. I guarantee you, because that's the mindset of Vince. And he promised certain things. Let's work together. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. I'll give you a Royal Rumble shot. If you, I'll give you, and he did. Problem now is the person who brought him back is gone. And that story is only have a shelf life. What kind of story are you going to have when it's ended with the belt? Do you have a new story to write with the belt? And you better write it and write it good. And it better not be similar to the one that you got. Or people are going to close that book and go to sleep. They're going to get tired, stale, tired of the same old, same old. And eventually they're going to turn on you like they did in AEW. You Cody fans, I'm telling you right now, it's a track record with Cody. Trying to be a face does not work with Cody. It'll work temporarily, and once he reached that goal, maintaining it ain't going to be easy. And the WWE is going to try to use him to go out and be the Make-the-Wish guy, but once he get back in the square circle, the real universe is going to tell Cody it's time to go dark. And let me tell you something, nobody's going to be as dark as The Rock. But Cody would fare better being totally opposite from his dad. Ditch the blonde hair and get black hair. Ditch the flamboyant Homelander. Homelander is evil and sadistic. If you can't be that with the robe on, ditch it. Go get a black robe. Same robe, black, with the same logo and everything, but jet black with the black hair, and go dark and get a dark faction. Hey, maybe take over Judgment Day. Maybe start a new faction, but be the opposite. You're the American Nightmare. How are you going to be an American Nightmare as a babyface? That don't even sound right. So either you're going to have to drop the American Nightmare or you're going to have to become one if you want to have a long-term reign as the champ. Once you get the belt. Still don't think it's WrestleMania. Think it's going to be Madison Square Garden when Roman started announcing he's going to do some movies too. whatever storyline you can get, some mysterious illness, he's going to have to take some time off and relinquish the belt like he did the last time, putting it up for a tournament and Cody winning. Who said Cody had to beat Roman in order to win that belt? I don't want him to beat Roman, and he shouldn't beat Roman. And just the simple fact that what he will become after he beat Roman is going to be a sad case. He should become the American Nightmare and win the title as the American Nightmare. A real nightmare. A real brutal, vicious nightmare. That between all the screwing and all the things the bloodline to, that changed something in me. I realized I don't want to be my daddy. That's why I understand Brian Pillman Jr. changing who he is. I don't want to be affiliated with my daddy. That's my daddy's legacy. It's like The Rock. I know my daddy called Rocky Johnson, but I'm The Rock. I'm not my daddy. I love my daddy, but I'm not trying to be my daddy. I'm not trying to be American Dream or American Dream 2. That was Dustin. I need to be Cody Rhodes. I need to be the American Nightmare. And the way I'm going to hold this title for a long reign is with a nightmare reign. Something I want to see from Cody. I'm hoping that he lose by the hand of Roman Reigns clean, if he could. Because Roman, I believe, can beat him clean. And Roman come out there talking trash. And Cody get upset that he snaps. He loses. He can snap on Roman Reigns. And the next thing you know, he come back Monday evening in all black suit with black hair and maybe a purple tie.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
All right, that's it for me on Russell Bob TV. Good morning and good night.